Reconnecting, please. Thank you. Oh my days. It turns out that apparently every single day, without an exception, around 1750, like, the internet just cuts out for like 5 seconds, and that, like, is really ass. Why? Oh, that's so bad. Well, now I have to, like, kind of restart everything for a second. There we go. God, that's so annoying. Like, it really is incredibly frustrating what my internet provider does here. Okay, let me just quickly. I need to restart my bot. Huh? Is it actually? No, it hasn't stopped. Alright, I have no idea what now got cut off from the little disconnect adventure here. But, we're now just here. Just, like, went up this little pathway here to the left, and we're up here. Can destroy that. It's just to hope my connection stays stable. I don't know why it does this. It's like it was yesterday. No! Please pick up the thing. Thank you. I'm gonna highly doubt that I'm just supposed to jump down there, so we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're just gonna go up like a normal person and probably, like, die miserably to this enemy. Up. There we go. Hey, Liz! Welcome in. How are you doing? It's another locked door. Great. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Ah. How the devil have you been? I'm great. A lot of good stuff has happened over the last few months. I'm very happy about that. So, don't really have much to complain aside from my internet provider being terrible. But that's not news. Some things are just not meant to change. That was terrible timing. I am so dead. Ugh. But yeah, I hope you've been well, too. Yeah, I finished my apprenticeship. Now a normal employed human being who actually earns, like, money, which is nice. I've been to... Don't climb up that! Yeah. I've been to England again, which was pretty cool. So yeah. How's employed life treating you? It's alright. The best thing about employed life is that I'm working 4 days a week instead of 5. So every Friday is like a complete day off for me, and it's like the best thing ever. Like, nothing beats the feeling of, it's Thursday, and no, I don't have to work another day. But, like, I just get to chill the next day. Like, my coworkers hate it. But I enjoy it. And it's proving to be more productive. I definitely feel a lot more like relaxed, and just like it does help. Like the weekends actually feel like weekends now. It's like I have one day to do chores, one day to just rest, and one day to meet with friends. It's like how life is supposed to be. So it's gonna be difficult when if I ever have to go back to like normal 5 days a week. Because I mean, like, yeah, working 4 days a week is nice, but the problem is like obviously it has like a lot of like it adds some monetary restrictions to me, which is annoying. Because obviously the company only pays me for 32 hours instead of 40. And even though I believe I'm just as productive in 32 than I am with 40, they aren't easily convinced. Oh, it's enough. Oh. Yeah. I'll figure something out in the future. Future me problems. Where to England? Oh yeah, Bristol. So more west coast this time. And I have to say, Bristol, a lot nicer city than Birmingham. Just from like the few places I've been to. Which probably comes down to it being a smaller city, and I'm just not a big fan of like big cities. Not my cup of tea, but that's fine. For a while. Yes, it's much nicer. That was really enjoyable. Though I have once again been reminded that England is an expensive place. Kind of ridiculously expensive, honestly. Like it doesn't look so bad because like the prices are like very similar to here, and then like you remember it's pounds, and like pounds to euros is essentially I pay like 20% more. So I want to leave. That's very understandable. Oh dear. Yee. Sir, you don't look so healthy. There you go. It's like it's so cheap. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, I have to imagine, like, even in England, it's a lot better when you're like not in like the big cities and big touristy areas. Usually, that's what prices are like, a bit less egregious. Because on my travels, I like was in Paris for a few hours because I took the train everywhere. And, like Paris is also very expensive. Funnily enough, except for one thing that's significantly cheaper in Paris and France than it is in Germany, and that's McDonald's. And I have no idea why. I kind of want to explore down there, but I also don't want to go down. Because it's really isolated rural city. Yeah, that then has the like other disadvantage of it might be cheaper, but it's like also like an isolated rural city. It's essentially the problem I have. In fact, the cost of living here isn't bad. It's just like there's nothing to do. Ah, don't kill me, please. Okay, this is like a really annoying enemy combination that I really don't like. You die, thank you. So that's like, well, right now money isn't a big issue because rural area. Once I eventually move, and I do want to definitely get to a bigger city. Won't be as fun. Ah! Say the enemies here are a lot nicer than the last area. A lot more predictable, and I like that. Yep, come here. There we go. Neat. Oh yeah, another nice thing is also now I get to work from home whenever I want to. Which is the reason I can stream on a like random Wednesday evening, because I don't have to do like 1.5 hours of commute a day, so I actually get to enjoy my evenings for once, which is very nice. And it's also a pretty nice, like, no questions asked kind of thing, so I can just work from home whenever I want. Which is really good. Also allows me to, like, actually get a decent amount of sleep. Oh. Sounds like you got a great situation right now. For the most part, yes. I'm not quite 100% like happy with where I work. But we'll see. Like for the next like half year, I'll definitely just stay there and like earn a bit of money and try to enjoy life as much as I can. I would like a save point by now. Save point? Please? Thank you. Nice. Save here. Diary number 3. Even after the moment of her passing, my sister was smiling, cradling her son lovingly. She entrusted him to me, praying that he would live a normal life, even though it goes against the code of dark executioners. I have already made up my mind. I will raise Julius. His future will be his to decide for himself, and I will do all in my power to make it so. Aww. Okay, but... Oh, that's an elevator, I think? Also, I have to say, compared to the last 2 areas, actually having an area where I can see and not everything is just darkness, it's really nice. There we go. That's not a standable platform. That's also not somewhere you can stand. Hi. Come down, please. Thank you. There we go. Wonderful. Alright, we got all the secrets of the area. Neat. That's what I like to see. Continuing with my strategy of going up as much as I can, because going up is always... Going down is always easier. Oh my days. Oh! Enemies are not supposed to counter. I've heard from Steamy that's illegal. Oh dear. Oh crap. Let's be smart about this. Go. Mucho. Oh dear. Oh no. I think Rixie said he was going to the UK sometime soon. He already was! For a matter of fact, I met the man in person there. Which was definitely definitely an exciting event. Probably like a, sadly, more of a once-in-a-lifetime thing, but it's just such a shame. Bleh, I can't talk anymore. What did you guys do in Bristol? Andrew was celebrating his birthday, and we kind of took that as like a point to kind of like arrange to get over there for a weekend, or like a long weekend. Up or left? Up. Oh! Modern technology is wonderful for a reason, though. It is! Like, I'm quite happy that... Okay, yeah, we're done. Yeah, exactly, his birthday is also close, and that decision was made at some point, and then Wixie wasn't quite sure for a while, and then ultimately was like, yeah, we're just gonna do this now. I didn't have any summer plans thus far, so... Ah, there was a lever there. Great. Much better. Yeah. It's always a fun thing to like see a person that you've like only known online for the first time in real life. It's always a bit of an awkward moment. But it gets pretty easy after a while. Did you fly, get the train? I took the train. For the first time in my life, I kind of considered flying. And then I realized it... like, it doesn't save a lot of time and energy for me to do so. And I was like, okay, screw it, I might as well just take the train then. Stick with what I'm comfortable with, and it went surprisingly well. Was expensive, yes. But that is fine. Got the trench rounds, way easier than flying. The Eurotunnel is like a really cool thing. Like, yeah, quick back check-in, passport free. Exactly. No waiting around forever. You can just like take your stuff with you. I'm dead, by the way. Ah, I'm not dead. Which for me is like the biggest thing. I can like transport everything I have on me, like water bottles, whatnot. Just very, very convenient. Expensive, yes, but convenient, and I take convenience at that point. Also, I feel like it's a lot easier, like, obviously only based on stories, because I've never flown myself, but It appears to be a lot easier to sleep on a train than it is on a plane. So... that's also something to factor in. I've flown once for Disney Florida. Oh no. Wait, I've flown once when I was 10 and went to Disneyland Florida. I mean, if you go to the US, then flying definitely makes sense. But yeah, it's just... eventually I will, like, fly once in my life, I feel like. Question is just what the occasion will be. Ow. It was a 10-hour flight. Yeah, that sounds rough. Wixie also wasn't too happy about the flying. Like, from what I got, his trip to England was kind of fine, because his, like, he got... what's it like? Not economy class, but, like, the one above it. So it wasn't too horrible, and he could actually sleep. But then on the return trip, business class, yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah, I think he had like a stop in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. But yeah, I couldn't. I mean, to be fair, I've been like... my train ride was like, I think, a total of 13 hours something. So... does take a while to get there. The reason for that is obviously also like a lot of precaution, like making sure whenever I have to change trains I have more than enough time just in case something goes wrong. I do not trust the German railway company. No one ever should. Yeah, the train to France took 2 hours. Yeah, that's a fast one. Like London to Paris is like very quick. Oh, crap. Paris to... like, at least somewhat close where I live. Also works fine. And then, like, the final bit is a bit the annoyance. English train system is broken too. It went surprisingly well. Like, thus far, I did not have, like, a single bad experience with, like, British rail... well, I say not a single bad experience. Like, nothing compared to what I had in Germany. We had, like, a bit of a delay. Essentially, the train got stuck outside of the Bristol station. Because none of the platforms were available. So we just stood there for, like, 20 minutes. Which definitely was an experience. And then I heard in the UK you can actually get a refund once your train has like a 15-minute delay. Which is like insanely cool, because in Germany, in order to get like a 25% refund, the train needs to be delayed by an hour. Which is insane. If you get on the train, the hell is on. Yeah, I imagine that. I would not want to experience that, frankly. That sounds horrible. But to be fair, I think the situation is quite similar in Germany. Like, you do not want to share a train with people after a football match. Like, in general, ever. That just sounds like a very miserable time. Turns out we can't go here. But yeah, so I got a little bit of a refund from my train ticket, which is nice. Oh, dear me. Oh! I remember once we managed to find 2 seats in a busy carriage full of... Being loud and drunk. Yes, drunk people on a train are... definitively a way to make the entire experience a lot less comfortable. For everyone involved. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna not deal with this dragon. How about that? Mimic? Yep. That's another mimic. Lady came up with her husband and started getting aggressive with me because we sat in their reserved seats. Fine. Have them. Yeah, I mean, if they're, like, I understand, obviously, like, if you have reserved a seat and everything, but you can be, like, nice about it. Like, you can't just be, you know, like, hey, this is a seat I reserved, would you mind looking for another one? There's no need to be aggressive about it. Some people, though, this is just how they are. Though I have to say, I'm like really not lucky when it comes to reserving seat, because on like my way back from Paris to Germany, like behind me sat a person who was like coughing the entire time. Like she sounded like she had a proper cold. And I was like, oh, that's great. I love that. I hate mimics in this game. But yeah, somehow I did not get sick, which is incredible, actually. And was a bit annoying because I was kind of banking on it. But oh well. God, these enemies are frustrating to deal with. No. Sick days are paid days off, everyone. Take them like you would annual leave. Yeah, I'm trying not to. Though I'm like trying to not. You know, when I feel like I have a cold, obviously I don't want to go into the office and like infect everyone. Like that would just be rude. I don't do that. So even if it's more like a minor thing, I might still like stay home. Just so I am not an asshole to everyone else. Oh boy, oh dear. Bye. Seeing the UK just expected to come to work and affect everyone. Yeah, that's I hate that. It's like one of my biggest annoyances is when people come into work like obviously sick and I'm just there like, great. Now it's about 3 to 4 days until I catch that damn like cold or flu, and knowing my luck, it will mean I will be sick in bed during the weekend. So I don't even get that to enjoy. There was like this one time where my like back when I could, like, now it's not as much of a problem because if I know someone's sick, I just like go into home or like remote work because screw that. But back when I couldn't, like my coworker was clearly having a cold, and I was like, nope, screw that, and I just like switched office like within the building. And I was like, nah, not dealing with this. Management of toxic goes if you have time off. I mean, at the end of the day, they should be thankful if I take time off and not infect anyone else, right? They just got their priorities wrong. Yup. Though, to be fair, I have the feeling like there really isn't any like management who knows how like productivity works and how like what actually does save them money in the long run and what does give them money in the long run. Most of them really are just like, more work equals more money for me. No. Precisely not how that works. Oh. It's a bit stupid. One person has 3 days off, it says everyone else. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I get in sick and, like, infect the 4 other people there, worst case scenario, in a few days, everyone's having, like, 3 days off. Not smart. I take 3 days off, everyone else stays healthy. Oh, this is, like, probably the, like, one big disadvantage about like remote work is that like instead of going like, oh, I'm sick, I should probably like, you know, rest and stay home. It's like, okay, I can work from home, so maybe I see how that goes. Which is not the smart thing to do, but eh. Nerd on the castle wall.